Nitro is the glory, but E-Buggy pays the bills.
One. What's up, everybody? If you haven't been following my Instagram lately, please go check it out. Sorry. I was like trying not to have these loud bikes, but it's Sunday here in the Dominican Republic and everybody's partying. But me and my buddy, we had to throw this together because his kids are on a break. My kids aren't at home, so this is the only time we can record. But 1 minute before I bring him in, you can see him. But follow my IG. I've been trying to. Yeah, we can see you. If you haven't been following my IG lately and my Facebook stories, I've been kind of pumping this product called the command module, which I think it's a very cool. You can see it right behind that dude right there, that metal aluminum filled out space with that pretty nice teal HB on there. It has some No Name RC podcast stickers on it. And I had heard about this product for a few months from the guy. Here's my okay. Before we go any further, let me introduce my boy. This is the dude Instagram sensation. Dude, Mr. Chasen, Ehrlich. I hope I said your name right.
It's Ehrlich.
Ehrlich. Okay, Ehrlich. Like Viking names. Like you're
That's
like probably out of Viking stock or something like that.
I think it's German and Irish. Pretty sure that's what it is.
All right. Well, two hard people.
Well, I'm adopted, so I'm the only tan one in my family. You can see me in all the pictures, just like, hey, there's Chase. What's he doing there?
But yeah, if you haven't been following him, he's a local racer for SoCal. He's been racing. I don't know. We don't know how long he's been racing there, but he's just a local guy. Not just a local guy, but he used to be a former pro skater who has found RC later in life, I think, if that's how it goes. And he's made this cool product called the command module. And we became friends by just, I think, a message through Instagram or maybe Facebook one day. I haven't met this dude yet, but I know when I do meet him, I'm going to have a lot of fun with him because he's just full of energy and positivity, and he's always trying to have fun, and I like that. So welcome, dude, Chasen Ehrlich. What's up,
Ehrlich.
Man?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
Yeah,
thanks for having me on.
Yeah, you was at Thunder Alley yesterday. You lucky duck. You know, you got to go to Thunder Alley on a Saturday and just race. I'm so envious of you, man.
Yeah, Thunder was firing yesterday. They had the easy money race, and it was a pretty darn good turnout. Some guys that don't typically came out and won some cash, and some of our local dudes won some cash. It was sick. I just gave them cash. Yeah, I just gave away my money, but but I had a blast.
Glory?
What's that? Yeah, I did, man. Glory? I floundered the glory.
It's gonna happen, man. It's a steep learning curve, and
for sure.
Yeah, I see your other buddy on Instagram. He's got his he's going and got himself some glory too.
Yeah, I had a buddy go off the deep end and he's all in, man.
I know. Yeah. But anyway, man, welcome to the show. You've been a big supporter of the podcast. I remember it's incredible that our friendship just started with an Instagram message. We was cracking some jokes about a gas station. Maybe a former world champion.
Former world champion at the gas station.
Yeah. And I don't know. But welcome to the show, man. You've been a great supporter. I love what you're doing right now. I can see it. I love you. I'm loving your advertising, what you're doing, your videos, everything. It just rings and has the flavor of skate. Like I can see it. And and like the video that you just dropped a couple of weeks ago. And thank you for having me in that, like the No Name RC podcast. I was honored. It was an honor for me. Like that whole theme, 1 minute caught everybody's attention. And I thought this is brilliant. Like skate flavor coming to RC. I love it. Congratulations. I applaud you for that.
Hey, thanks, man. You know, we were trying to do like a little product shoot of it to kind of release it to the world. And my partner's got this amazing Cadillac. And I was like, man, we got to bring this thing in and figure out a way to
use it.
To use it with that. And it came out sick, man. We're stoked.
Yeah, man. Great work, man. Great work. All right. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Chase. Where are you from? How long you've been into RC, and then we're gonna delve into your skate career and then finding RC and all that stuff. So let us know, man.
Well, I grew up in Corona, California, and lived there all the way through halfway through high school. I left high school to skateboard, and somehow I landed in Lake Elsinore, and been here for about 10 years. And then yeah, that's about it. Obviously, once I moved to Elsinore, got married, settled down, and all that good stuff. I found mountain bikes just fishing
Right.
by some pond. I was fishing at this pond, dude, and these dudes flew by behind me. I'm like, I am not doing the right thing right now.
You're
So
fishing,
I got,
like,
and that's right behind my house. So
right.
I grabbed myself a mountain bike and picked up some really rad friends doing that. And yeah, and then just recently got back into RC.
All right.
Somehow my mountain bike friend drugged me from the mountain to come check out Cody's track, and I haven't ridden my bike since.
I did see some pictures and videos. You're throwing some whips. You know, I guess the skateboarding transferred over to the mountain biking. So that's cool.
It did for sure.
Yeah. But you like when I think of California dudes, man, you just are the epitome of that. I'm sorry. Like, you know, but just the way you talk, like, yeah, dude. Like, and I'm just like this, like I was telling my buddy, I was like, man, we gotta go hang out with these guys when we get back to California. They're so cool.
For sure, man. You guys always got a place to stay here.
Yeah, and they're just like the when you think of the California skater dude, this guy has it. Like, so let's talk about that, man. You were a former professional skater. Like, how did that happen? When did you first touch a skateboard? Who were some of your influences? And how far did you get in skating?
Well, I mean, I went as far as my talent and my body would take me. That's for sure. That's kind of what ended it. But I started skateboarding at a really young age, probably like 6 or 7 years old. There was a local skate shop next to my house in Corona, so there was a bunch of skate rats running around all over the place. A lot of good skaters came out of Corona. You got Ray Barbie and Billy Marks, and
I was a big Ray Barbie fan.
Yeah, so we got to, skate with a lot of really, really good dudes all the time. And I started doing competitions at 9 years old through the skate shop, all the California Amateur Skateboard League, and did that all the way up until I was 14 years old.
Wow. So it's kind of similar to how RC is there in California. You guys got all these cool tracks. You're surrounded by fast guys. You have no choice but to get better. Well, it was the same for skating. You have all these, like, that was the mecca it is still the mecca for skateboarding, and you're living there. So you got to hang out with these dudes and skate with them all the time.
Yeah, it was sick too. And there was no skate parks back then, man. All we had was backyard ramps and schools and whatever business we could go try and not get kicked out of to get tricks, So nowadays there's a skate park down here like every couple miles, man. Every little neighborhood has its own concrete park. And I mean, there was skate parks back in the day, but they were terrible,
It was like, I remember too, because believe it or not, my fat ass used to be into skateboarding too back in the late 80s. And we had the American base there, and I used to follow the Thrasher, Trans World. Oh man, I had all that postered up on my wall. Like,
nice.
I had like, my stepbrother, he used to skate, and then like all the American kids used to skate, and we used to all hang out. I wasn't good. I could ollie and I could skate, but I wasn't nowhere like, we're talking about some little small island. And I just remember being so enamored with the skate culture, and was really into it as a kid. And it was illegal. It was illegal in a lot of used to get banned. And like I remember the first time I saw Public Domain, and I saw like that part with Ray Barbie and those guys, they were racing in the black and white, and they had that song like din 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 din.
Yeah.
I've just always still love it. I still watch it. So thank you for coming on. It's cool to get to know you. I was even like, dude, don't you have an old board? I want one like for the studio. But so just cool that you're on her, man. After 14, what did you do? Like, what happened there? Is that when you left school and did it professionally?
No, that was just when I finished up that contest series. I started more doing real competitions, like outside of that, and doing a lot more street skating type of stuff. I got my first sponsor when I was 9 years old, and then just started growing from there as far as the caliber of companies, that I was riding for.
Okay.
And started getting some coverage and things like that, and it was rad. through like junior high, you know, we were doing magazine shoots and video filming and
Did it help you
stuff like
get
that.
girls?
Oh yeah,
Oh
it
yeah,
definitely
I'm
helped.
sure. You're like on the cover of a magazine, and you get like you're in high school with that girl. I'm sure she's like, oh.
Never made a cover, dude. But
Yeah, but you know, you made it in the magazine
yeah, for sure.
and
But
videos.
yeah, yeah, man. It was fun, dude. It was a lot of fun. Did a lot of traveling, traveled the world, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Where's your favorite place
Once I
that you
got
traveled to?
what's that?
What's your favorite country that you've traveled to?
America, man. America's
Oh,
the best.
I mean, well, okay. Did you skate outside of America?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so outside of all right, I get it. You got it. America is your country. I get it. I love
But
it too.
I liked
But
Italy a lot. Italy,
yeah,
I feel like I jived there for
what
sure.
did you do in Italy? Just go around skating and doing
Yeah,
demonstrations?
demos and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude, you was like really. You're like Josh. Did you ever listen to the podcast with Josh Haino?
probably. I don't
Well,
know.
it's like 3 hours long because he was going on and on and on. But because Josh suffers a little bit from CTE because he's used to be a pro BMXer. So he was living on probably a little earlier than you. Well, maybe you guys are about the same age, but he races RC and he was telling us about living in California and doing like he used to be the guy who used to do every jump that was crazy. He would do it.
Nice.
So, but he also like him, it hurt his body, lots of concussions. And later on in life, you can hear it like when he was talking, reminiscing, you can hear it. So good dude though, really good dude. Really loves RC, drives JQ. Awesome dude. You should have a listen to it.
I will.
So you're skating around the world, dude. Like, tell me about this. Was it really like the rock star skateboard life?
Yeah, it kind of was, man. It kind of was, and it's definitely all it's cracked up to be. That's for sure.
Wow. Wow. I like, so you was just living the dream then. Was you making good money doing this, or how did that work for you?
Well, at that point, I mean, it was still living on couches and things like that with a
Right.
bunch of other skate guys, but making enough to survive. But it's just like, the RC pro guys, you get everything for free,
Free. Yeah.
so, and you get a per diem, so you can live. You can live pretty cheap. It's not
Right.
nowadays. Skateboarders are making crazy money, dude.
Right,
But
for sure.
I was never really at that top level.
Right,
I
right,
was
right.
kind of like a mid pack kind of guy, but I still got to do all the cool stuff.
Awesome, man. You got to travel, you got to make videos. Who was one of the skaters that heavily influenced you when you started?
Oh man, dude, just watching videos of like Jamie Thomas and Jeff Rowley. I
Right.
wanted to skate like those guys for sure.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Now, when did you discover RC at all while you were skating, or how did that work?
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of always like broken up in my life between injuries. In seventh grade, I like late towards seventh grade, I chopped my urethra in half. I got I got ass knifed. So like just right between them, and it chopped my urethra in half, and I had to like go into emergency surgery and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, I had a catheter for a year, and during that time, well, my dad always had RC cars like Grasshoppers and Blackfoots back in the day and stuff like that, and I always thought they were cool. And so during that time when I got hurt, I was like, man, maybe I should get an RC car, So my parents got me a double XT CR, and we lived right around the corner from M&M Hobbies. So built that thing up, dude, and then started racing with some other junior high friends and raced RC cars at M&M. Like when I was, how old are you in seventh grade? Like 13,
I don't
something
know
like
system, so.
Around there, somewhere around there. First kiss, time of life type stuff,
Oh my gosh! But you broke your urethra. Like, I've never heard of anybody doing that. So
yeah,
it
can happen for sure, man.
Oh, you proved that.
So I just started racing M&M Hobbies, and that got me hooked for life, dude. That was like everybody was there. That was like the Thunder Alley of indoor. Everybody who was anybody was racing there at that time. You had Ken Wald and Francis and Pavitas and all those dudes there all the time, man. So it was sick. That was right when like the triple X, whatever, the 4-wheel double X4
right. Yeah, I
Lefty
remember
car
that.
came out. That was like right when that came out. So it was like booming, And
I
that was a
imagine.
spot that was right around the corner, so my mom could just drop me off all day. I wasn't going to school. We weren't required to like make up any school, so it was just like I was on like a year-long summer, but I had a pee bag strapped to my leg. You know?
Oh my God. Yeah. Did you? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. That was incredible. Wow. I'm still shocked at splitting your urethra, but it didn't stop your passion for skating, but then you found another passion, which was RC.
Yeah. Funny
And I
little
guess
story
yeah, it
about
is
that was
cool.
when it happened, I was wearing tan Dickies and we were at like a church function. So when my urethra got chopped in half, I just like bled out like I was peeing blood. And my there was no cell phones back then. And my buddy called my mom on a payphone and he's like, Chase is hurt, you know? Chase is hurt. And my mom's like, well, what happened? What happened? You know, because usually we can limp ourselves home. But she's like, did he hit his head? And my buddy's like, yeah, he hit his head. It's bad. There's blood everywhere. Because he was talking about, you know, little Chase.
Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Can we rewind? I'm sorry, because this is gonna get gross. How does it break internally or like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Internally just chopped in half.
Okay. So like your penis is not in half.
No.
Oh
No.
my. Oh.
No, the boys were. It missed like all the tackle. You know, right behind. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like my bladder got all inflamed and was pushing up against my heart and like all kinds of. It was crazy, dude. It was nuts. It was a pretty wild industry.
Actually done this. I'm sorry. How did you do this?
I was doing like there was this little curb cut at this church, and I was trying to do a no comply 180 over it. We were just screwing around, you know, and my board just came straight up. And if you ever seen how tall I am, I'm a short dude. So if my board's up, my feet can't touch the ground. So we call it the ass knife, and it happens a lot, but that time it just hit the right button, you know.
Oh man. Okay. Wow. I have a full
Did you get a visual?
visual and I can feel it.
Yeah.
I can feel it. I can feel your pain. Oh my
That's a
God.
soft little tickle spot back there, you know? So there's not a lot of protection.
Oh
right
my
there.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. All right. Well,
But anyways,
did
moving on.
Did you continue racing after that, or did you when you got back to skating?
Once I got healed up, I definitely went back to skating and went back. That's really when my like legit career kind of took off was
Right.
towards that time.
Okay.
And did that all through, you know, left high school. I don't encourage that to anybody, but
Right.
leaving left high school because when Tony Hawk says, hey man, you want to go on a tour? You know, it's like, yeah, I do. Really bad.
Yeah, I think most teenagers that skate would be like, yeah.
You know, I wasn't doing that great in school anyway, so it's not like I was throwing anything away.
Right. Don't listen to this story, kids, though. Finish school. How long when did your career wind on, though? It
wound down probably like 22-ish, somewhere around there. You know, I blew out both of my knees. I did my ACL in one knee, my MCL in the other knee. And I could still skate, but I just couldn't. I kind of lost that confidence type thing to jump down big stuff. And obviously I didn't want to get hurt again. So I was trying to like limp, you know, like kind of keep it happening, but not
I know
like,
what you mean.
You know what I mean? So that kind of wound down, and you know, I kind of decided, you know, maybe it's time to get a career going. And so yeah, that was it. I met my wife and became an electrician, and that's how that capped off.
Wow, incredible. Did you miss it? Like when was it a hard transition going from living that wild life to like a regulated real life?
Yeah. I mean, yeah and no. Like it was a wild, crazy life with no rules and things like that. So that was a little hard to get used to, but I don't know, man. I kind of like it. You get it once you do it that much and nonstop, it's kind of like it felt for me. I mean, some guys can do it forever, but for me, I was kind of winding down with that anyway. So
right. I get that. some people
Yeah.
can't let it go. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And some people enjoy going onto the pasture and not out to the out to the pasture, like, and just enjoying a good life, eating, getting fat, and
Yeah. I
enjoying
don't want to
life.
be one of those guys like trying to, hang out and be, just scraping the bottom of the barrel and things like that. Of trying to keep it alive when it's obviously dead,
Yeah,
So
yeah, sure, for sure. So fast forward a little bit. You're fishing. You've discovered mountain biking. Did you go balls out into mountain biking as well?
oh yeah, we
Yeah.
went deep in that too. And that was a blast. That was
How long
definitely a
did that
blast.
go on for?
That was about 2 years, the past two
Okay.
years of doing that.
And then I like to say, man, RC is like a drug, man. It's an addiction. Once you get a little taste of it, you come back for more, and you just
Oh
want
yeah.
more and more and more. So when
Yeah.
did that taste that yeah, you went, how did that happen? Like your buddy goes, hey, let's go down to CTRC.
Yeah. Yeah. And dude, he just texted me pictures and things like that. If we could rewind to just right before that. There's another little RC segment of my life.
Okay, sure.
Met my wife and finally, had a job and was making money. And I drove by Revelation, just passing by. I saw Revelation and I was like, well, that's freaking rad. I'm gonna get one of those. So I bought a used car off Mike Acero. I don't know if you know him,
I know
but
him.
yeah, bought a used Mugen off of him, and then just went super deep for like 2 years racing at Rev, and then West Coast Raceway opened, that one
Okay.
that was in La Mirada, and I started running 10 scale there quite a bit, and
Wow.
met a lot of
Okay.
rad guys. So then that kind of died. At that
Mhm.
point, my wife was like, "Hey, dude, we're just having babies and stuff like that," and she's like, "You can't spend 3 days all day at the track every day. You got to raise a kid." So pulled
Mhm.
off of that, and then fast forward now to that little spot where the mountain biking and the RC and whatnot. But
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to throw that in and do a little shout out
Hey,
to those guys over at Rev and
yeah,
West
so
Coast.
I've had spats like that in RC too. You know what I mean? You got like I would after my accident, I didn't do anything. I did RC for like 2 years, then it died, and then I came back, and yeah, so I get that, man. It happens. Real life happens.
Yeah, it does.
So you've been hanging out at CTRC. You've which is, if you guys don't know, it's Cody Thompson's RC track. It's probably one of the coolest backyard tracks I've ever seen. They got a great turnout there. They have fun.
Absolutely. We have a
It's
blast
laid
there.
back. I know. I can tell. I can tell from you guys.
It's definitely the funnest place to go. If you're in SoCal or anywhere else and you can make it down there, it's so worth going, man. It's so worth it. It's
I'm
got
gonna
the
go there.
best chocolate cake, like loamy rad dirt ever, dude. It's so good. It's so
It
good
looks like
there.
fun. It looks like, I mean, Wally was there, and Wally likes going there, and Sean, what's up, Sean Russin? He loves going there, and I'm gonna be hanging out there when I come back to California. So shout out to the
Cool.
CTRC crew.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so we ended up there. My buddy, I mean, it's totally his fault that I stopped mountain biking and got back into this. I'm gonna call you out, Andy. Um, anyway, he kept texting. It took him about a month to get me there, for
Oh
sure.
man,
Like, and I kept telling him, "Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting back into this stuff, dude. It takes over your life, takes over your wallet, takes over everything. Everything, dude. It's all you do. It's like,
I know.
how do I get off work early? It's like, dude, I got to wrench on my car, or like, can I get up early because I gotta get something done an hour before I leave for work. It's
Yeah,
just like it's everything, man. When you're doing it, it's everything, or at least that's the way how I run it, man.
I know. I've been there, done that, man. Everything you think about is how can I do this for RC, and how can I convince the wife to do this?
Yeah,
And
or
I need to take the kids, but oh man, they bother
it
me, and I'm trying to focus.
it
I know
doesn't
all of that.
matter what store you're in. You could be in Bed Bath and Beyond, and you'll be looking through things for like anything you could use for RC, little parts containers, or dude, it's freaking insane, man.
I know. It's a
You know,
sickness, man. It's
but
it's
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 awesome.
something. I know. It's a healthy, best addiction I've ever had. It's good. It's been very good to me. I love RC. Can't wait to do it some more next year. So, how long have you been hanging out at CTRC and back racing 8 scale and all that type of stuff?
Well, it's cool that I got a good marker because I started I think back up in it last year at Cody Thompson's birthday race.
Mhm.
I went over and watched it. That was the race that got me back into this when my buddy answered or finally got me over there. And dude, I showed up to this place on this dirt road, and there's 200 guys there racing RC in some dude's backyard. And there's canopies everywhere, and everybody's having some beverages and hanging out, and music's playing, and that you're over. It's covered by trees, so it's all nice and shady.
Wow.
And that would be a year because his birthday race was supposed to be this weekend.
Okay.
So back in it for a year.
And now you're in deep. Now you're making
dude,
product.
Man, we're so deep.
I know. But it's good. It's good to see. This is what the hobby used to be about. People, smaller companies making products that people use, and everybody trying to support them. And it's not just you. I mean, as you, like, I know Chris Nelson just released his fuel.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday, man. That guy is so rad. He's the coolest dude.
He did like a press release. I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Dude, it was epic. I watched the whole thing.
I have to watch it. I watched the beginning and then I got late, so I'm gonna watch it tomorrow probably. But lots of small. My buddy Zach, he's doing cool stuff with his cleaning stuff, Clean Freak. Lots of small companies coming out, and I like to see this. And this product here, I remember when you first showed it to me, I was like, where I first saw this actual thing, like somebody doing this, not like you, but was using I believe they used a bench.
Okay.
Like a plastic bench, filled up bench. Or they used one of the smaller tables. Sorry. The smaller, like if you have a 6-foot table, then you get that smaller table and they put that on top of it. And they had that same setup, had a light underneath there. I thought it was the coolest thing, but you have to lug 2 tables.
Right.
When you showed me this the first time, I was like, oh, I've seen that before. But this is better.
Definitely a lot of guys have made their own deal, their own idea of this. I've seen them out of wood. I've seen them out of PVC. I was running a cut down shelving rack, like a storage shelving rack for quite a while, man. And that's once I saw people at the track starting to do the same thing with the storage rack type thing or making their own versions of it or whatnot. I was like, you know what, man, we need to try something here and see what it would cost and see what if we can make something happen, to make something that everybody could have. And there it is, man. We did it.
I see that. But when did the idea come up with, like, when did it click? Like, oh, this is what I want to do and make it foldable? Because you had like a 3D printed version at first, right? Or no?
No.
Okay,
I did all kinds of different ideas of how I was going to make this thing. And I first saw it. Some dude had one of those little like scaffold ladders, one step things for short people, just like a one, and he was using it, and I was like, man, that's cool. So that's when I started doing the storage rack thing and trying to figure out my own little version, because that's kind of what RC is all about. Everybody kind of makes their own thing. You walk through the pits and you'll see some creativity. I tell you what, man.
Exactly.
So I definitely wanted it, when we came up with the design for this, and a guy at the track helped me draw it up. I was thinking about doing it, and then somehow me and this dude just bumped into each other, and he said, hey, I can design on a computer. I could draw this thing up for you. It'd be sick. So I kind of told him everything, how we wanted it to work out. And that's kind of what he drew up. And at the same time, we had the idea for the slots on the sides so that we can do all the G block accessories. And yeah, a couple of prototypes later, we had something that we were ready to give to everybody.
I love it. I love the G blocks. I was looking at Sean's. I posted it up. He took it to that event that he went to yesterday.
Yeah.
Drag racing. And it's good to see it in an aspect that isn't just 8-scale racing. It's good to see it in another genre of RC.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this will work for every genre. And then Tyler from RC Drag Talk picked one up yesterday. So we got 2 heavy hitters out there in the drag scene that are going to be rocking this thing. So it's really killer.
It cleans your pits up so nice. I love the light. The latest ad, which was the other day. Don't be like Brad.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I died laughing, dude. I was like, I love it. Like, I love the marketing. It's, you know what? The marketing is very much like JQ's marketing. believe it or not. He's like into punk and all that stuff and being against society. But I mean, he's got an odd way of marketing as well. But I love it. Like I see all this skate stuff. Don't be like Brad. And
It was
it's doing
it was
rad,
funny,
man.
man. And it
I
was
know.
going around in the pits yesterday, dude. We all had our command modules set up, and one of our buddies was sitting in the dark, and he's like, "Hey, Chase, I'm sad like Brad."
People have questions like how much does it weigh, how high does it fold up, how does it mount up, and all this type of stuff. So um I've seen it enough. So you can just talk about it, how high it is, width, all that type of stuff, little details. I know people are interested to know that before they purchase it.
Okay, well, first off, it weighs 14 pounds, which is about the same weight as an empty OGO 9800 bag. So it's got some weight to it, but it's not crazy. You know, you're already lugging around 50-pound rolling suitcases, man. So you'll be styling there. It once it's unfolded and everything, it's dialed for sure. It's 2 feet high. It's 18 inches wide. It was measured or 18 inches this way. So we measured it off a 8 scale truggy with its wheels on. So you can run four cars up top, all facing that way, and it's got a little lip on it so they can't roll off. Or you just throw a car up there and whatever stuff. I mean, Wally had like sandwiches and his coffee and
Mhm.
all kinds of stuff up. You could do whatever you want, man, up
Yeah.
top. And then it's got these holes cut along the top right here, and it comes with 2 hooks that you can whatever light you have. We found that no 4-foot light is created equal with all
Okay.
the manufacturers, so we wanted to make plenty of holes up top, so no matter what kind of light you want to hang from it, you'll have an option,
Okay.
for anything like that. And then I haven't counted them, but there's quite a few slots on the side right here that you can hang the G blocks. Um, and those are endless, man. We have so
Mhm.
many great ideas for these things that are going to be coming out. 3D printing isn't the fastest process
Mhm.
around, so we're trying to knock those out and keep up with supply and demand, because everybody that gets one of these is ordering a minimum or getting a minimum of 3 blocks with it, just
Mhm.
kind of like our basic block kit, which is the driver holder, the shock holder, and the shelf. So
Okay.
the next thing we got coming out is going to be the headset holder. And that thing is awesome. I was using
And
it
hold
yesterday.
2 headsets or
Yeah, it's going to hold 2 headsets. It'll come as a pair. So for $15 you'll be able to get the 2 headset holders, and then they're hollow inside, so you can hang you hold your batteries in there, because the headsets, you guys know, if you have them, they drain the batteries when they're just sitting in
okay.
there.
Right.
So
Okay. So you
you
take
got
them
to
out,
every
put them
time,
on.
yeah, you take the battery out, just throw it in the little cubby hole there, and you're set, man. And
How
it
many
works.
times have people been looking for those batteries or have to dig through I know that's
But
smart.
a lot of guys just leave them on the charger. They take
Yeah.
them out and they leave them on the charger. But I mean, the whole purpose of the command module is to get the clutter off of your pit. You know,
Yep.
um, you see guys that are running multiple cars. They got parts and everything for all of those cars, and pit space is limited, man. That's some expensive real estate on those pit tables. So to be able to get all your stuff out from under stepping on your cars and stepping on your stuff and get it up top, get it easily accessible. If you're working on multiple cars, you just it's like an assembly line. You grab one from the top, throw it down, throw it up there, grab the other car or whatnot. It's a nice, safe place to keep your radio up and out of harm's way. I run mine. I keep my radio right up top. It's right there. You know where it's at. So a lot of people that are using it are super stoked on it. The support has been huge. I sold a bunch of them yesterday at the
Yeah, man.
track, so that was rad, and it's pretty cool walking around the pits and seeing all these things set up. For sure, it's
Yeah,
awesome.
man. It's good to see. I know some people in Europe have even been contacting you. I know it's logistic wise, it's a little difficult. Um, I think it's awesome. I remember when we was discussing about it, I was like, people like me, if I had one, I'd probably get it wrapped. You know what I mean? I'm gonna
Yeah,
go pimp it out, wrap it, and like it's the things you can do with it are endless. Like people can color coordinate their G blocks, and things are gonna come out. Like you're gonna come up with different little ideas as it goes on, and maybe later on you come out like with something that's even more compact but folds out to the same height. Or, you know, it's a lot of different things
Yeah,
you can do.
I definitely once we get through this,
Mhm.
starting we're gonna be able to definitely expand on this design for sure. At least that's what I'm hoping.
Okay. I think so, man. I think so. I love it. I want you to get yours all pimped out. You gotta get some. You gotta get your yeah, dude stuff put all over it, man.
Dude, I
You
like
can-
rocking it raw, dude. Like it's cool because the metal actually reflects the
Mhm.
light,
That's true
and
too.
it just tractor beam, dude.
Yeah,
They,
that
it
makes sense.
You know what I mean? So there's guys, there's a couple dudes that picked them up that are getting them powder coated. So that'll be cool. I can't wait to see those.
Mhm.
Somebody I was talking yesterday about anodizing them. That might be
Yeah.
another way to go.
Yeah.
Definitely getting them wrapped would be cool, but I think that's going to be a healthy cost on that wrap, man, because
Or get someone to paint it. And
inside and out, you've got 2 feet, 4 feet, and then 2 feet again, both sides. That's like 16 feet
yeah,
by
that's too
18
much.
inches of vinyl, dude. That's gonna be crazy, dude. You might as well
Paint
just
it.
buy another car.
Just paint it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's true. I never thought of that, but I think it's cool. I watch people are gonna be pimping them out, tricking them
I
out.
can't wait to see it, dude.
Yeah. And so, in case you guys, let's let people know how you can find them. Please follow you on Instagram at yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
The yeah, dude. Sorry. Also, RaceCraft USA.
Yes.
Follow them on Instagram and Facebook because he's very active. I love his posts. You see me sharing them all the time. How does anybody buy one of these, Chase?
You'll go to RaceCraft USA's Facebook. We're working on our website right now. We kind of launched it, pretty
Right.
flying by the seat of our pants, and we're just thought we'd go for it before we dumped a bunch of money on that, on websites and that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. I know it's not that much money. I'm finding out, but yeah, we're brand new, man. We've got this. We launched this thing like less than a month ago, so
Yep.
we're kind of getting rolling and learning how to do a business, man. So
There you go. Don't
we're just
worry.
trying to pay for races, dude. And tires.
There you go. The most important thing that you need when you do this racing. I'm happy to help you guys in any way I possibly can because I think you're cool. I can't wait to come hang out with you guys and just hang out there in Cali. Is there anybody you would like to shout out or say thank you before we sign out here?
Um, Definitely number one would be my wife for letting me play with these cars. Letting me take the kids out to the track all day long as much as we want to go. I want to thank Cody Thompson for providing the track that we can go to nonstop. The group of guys at CTRC is insane. What are you doing? Are you pointing up? What?
CTRC.
Oh, I thought there was maybe there was a bird
No, it's
flying above
behind
me.
the microphone.
Oh, okay. You're throwing up the horns. Rad. We do shakas over here, dude.
Yeah, man.
Anyways, dude, and CTRC's, dude, the crop of dudes that's coming out of that place right now, man. The Cody's turning out some fast guys over there, man.
And
He
they have
should be.
fun. And they have
Yeah,
fun.
we're all having fun, dude.
That's what I like about it.
I want to thank Tyler Brown over at JT for helping out my race
Bearings.
program. Jeremy Hayes over at AKA, keeping me my tires dialed in, and Steve Kovac for making the cars look cool.
Awesome, dude. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the awesome product, and thank you for the support of the podcast, man. I greatly appreciate it. I know you've been a long
Likewise,
time
dude.
supporter.
Right back at
And
you, Lefty.
yeah, man. I can't wait to come to California and hang out with all you dudes, man.
Well,
Honestly.
DNC, you should if it happens, right?
Well, I'm thinking if
Or the
I can try.
RTGP.
Yeah, but I want to do the I might come out there for a month. We'll see what happens. It depends what Joseph does, but I might come out there. If Joseph could get to California, then maybe I'll come out there and hang out for a month and do the King of the Streets race in Vegas,
Sick.
the drag race, and then help out with RCGP, and we'll see, man. I don't know, man. Everything's up in the air. Hey, you know what? I'm an RC gypsy at times too. Anything can happen. I could be anywhere this time next year. Who knows? All right, man.
Right.
Well, thank you for your time. To keep being the cool dude that you are, having fun at RC events, and just like doing cool advertising, cool videos. It makes me laugh, man. When I'm having a shitty day, sometimes things like that just cracks me up. So thank you.
All right, man. Well, we'll keep them coming, and thanks for having me on. I really appreciate it. You have the raddest podcast on the
Thank you.
the
I
podcast
appreciate that.
web, and thanks for your support. And thanks to everybody that's gotten one of these things, that's helping promote it, and be stoked on it. RaceCraft, man, we're stoked on RC.
Yes.
Scale
Check 'em out.
Motorsports.
Scale Motorsports. Check them out at on Facebook at RaceCraft USA, Instagram the Yeah Dude and RaceCraft USA. Cop you guys one of these command modules. You will not regret it. Look at it. You got your whole. Don't be a Brad and get pitted.
Yeah, dude, you killed it.
Yeah, man, I love it. All right, talk to you later, dude.
All right, later, man. Bye, guys.